Hello, my name is Arthur Miller. I teach civil procedure at New York University. I'm a university professor there, and I'm a co-author of a book on civil procedure. It's now co-authored by Jack Friedenthal, myself, John Sexton, and Helen Hershkopf. One of the enduring features, and I think one of the most valuable features in the book, is what we call the first view. 22 pages at the front giving a narrative description of a lawsuit from womb to tomb. So the student, before ever embarking on the doctrine and the cases, gets some sense of the beginning, the middle, and the end of a piece of litigation that he or she can always refer back to as the chronological development of the lawsuit through the rest of the book continues. It's been a very effective teaching tool. The book is completely up to date. As you know, the Supreme Court's been very, very active in the recent past in terms of procedure cases. And I think we've done a pretty good job of editing the recent Supreme Court cases involving pleading, jurisdiction, arbitration, class actions, of course. The book, we believe, is very teachable. I know some people think it's a hard book because we do include a lot of note material, a lot of history, a lot of problems, but that just gives the user of the book maximum flexibility to decide what to cover, what not to cover, particularly in the modern, shorter courses for civil procedure. It's all there. It's just how you, the user, want to employ the tools we think we've given you. We've been very fortunate with our book on civil procedure. When we first wrote it back in about '67, the book is almost as old as I am now, it was one of the few case books on civil procedure that was in the marketplace. I think it has endured now 11 editions, because the cumulative experience of the co-authors is really quite extraordinary. Co-authors live in the real world. Each and every one of us have been litigators. We have argued cases in courts. We follow what is going on both in the reports about civil procedure, in revision of the federal rules of civil procedure, and we're in the courtroom every once in a while. And I think that's reflected in the book. The book is an extremely practical case book. We've always kept the book as current as possible, so you proceduralists, you won't be surprised. You'll find Twombly and Iqbal and Nicastro and a few of the other Supreme Court decisions right there. But the basics from the prior editions have been preserved. So everything up to the most recent pronouncement by the Supreme Court, your old friends that you may have taught for years, or you may have had in law school, they're there. There won't be that much helter-skelter in terms of preparing for the new edition. It's the 10th edition plus. If you're new to teaching civil procedure, or if you've been teaching through another case book, I urge you, don't be afraid looking at ours. Consult the teaching manual along with the casebook, and you will see that the teaching manual provides an enormous amount of material, not only about what's in the book, but how to teach the book and what kinds of things to bring in from outside the book. I don't think it will be a frightening experience if you're a first-time civil procedure teacher. I don't think it'll be an anxiety-ridden experience to shift from another casebook to our casebook. You'll find a lot of old friends and a lot of new good stuff. I had a civil procedure teacher who I believe was the greatest procedure teacher of the 20th century. I was so fortunate. I had Professor Benjamin Kaplan of the Harvard Law School. And Ben just transmitted to you, he cared that you learned. And I said to myself, particularly after I became his research assistant, this academic business is not a bad way to spend your life. You make your own plans, your own agenda. Who knows, you might affect people the way Ben affected me and Ben affected other people. So I made an easy transition from practice, which I adored, into teaching and just never went back, and I don't regret it.